Hi there! So in today's video we're going to be making our version of Korean bulgogi. Long story short, we used to get HelloFresh, the delivery service, and while I loved it, my fiance is a very picky eater, so it was hard to find meals that he enjoyed, so it really wasn't worth the money for us. But the bulgogi recipe we absolutely loved. We live in Texas, so it's been so impossible to find bulgogi sauce. So I looked up the recipe and I worked with what I had and I came up with my own version, and we have this probably once a week for like half a year now. We absolutely love it. So yeah, I thought that I'd share that recipe today with y'all, and I hope that you like it. There's my oven preheated. I wasn't gonna share this because I was like, it's not really a recipe. I kind of just threw stuff together. But every recipe was created by somebody, so here is my own recipe. I hope that you enjoy it. I hope you give it a try, and like all of the recipes that I use and also will share, work with what you have. If you don't have something, just find something similar. We're working with what we got. This is just an easy weeknight dinner. So I'm gonna go ahead and just film it and do a voiceover because cooking is chaotic enough, especially with 2 dogs and a fiance coming home soon. So yeah, I'm gonna do a voiceover. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you try it. Let me know in the comments below if you like it and if you know where I can get actual bulgogi sauce in Texas. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so here you can see we have our cleaned and chopped up broccoli. I have 1 head of broccoli, but use as much as you'd like. It's my favorite part of the recipe, so I normally use more, but I used it in another recipe earlier on in the week. But you're gonna drizzle some olive oil on it. You're gonna add this fajita seasoning, which you can see here, I think is so good. It's our family's secret recipe. We use it on everything, but whatever seasoning you like to season your vegetables with, I'm sure will work. But I do highly recommend this fajita seasoning. So you're gonna toss it all together, just coat the broccoli, enough oil and seasoning to coat the broccoli evenly. Stick it in the oven at 400 for about 20 minutes or until you see your broccoli starting to crisp up a little. Here we have all of our ingredients that will go onto our meat. So we have some cooking spray for our pan. We have hoisin sauce here, which is a Korean barbecue sauce is what I've heard. So it's very sweet, it's very good. That's going to be our main ingredient today. And then we have garlic powder. If you want, you can use fresh garlic. I'm sure that's more authentic, but I don't have any at the moment. Some sesame oil. This is a main flavor in the recipe, but it is so powerful, so you want to be very careful with how much you use. Then we're gonna have some low sodium soy sauce, so just whatever soy sauce you have. If you have coconut aminos, I'm sure those would work just fine too. And then we have some barbecue sauce. I have honey barbecue sauce, but really it's just what we have in our fridge already. Again, use what you have. This will be fine. It's a little sweet for the recipe, but it works. We also are going to be using 1 pound of extra lean ground beef. If you would rather not use the extra lean, that's fine. Again, this is just what we buy at the store, so it works for us. Here we have our measuring cup. I don't know why I included this, honestly. It's 1/3 of a cup of the hoisin sauce. So, yeah, I end up not using any measuring tools because in this household, we are not about extra dishes. So here you see me spraying the pan with my cooking spray, setting the oven or the stovetop to medium-high heat. We have our rice boiling. Use whatever method to cook your rice that you prefer. I just have 1 cup of rice in my rice cooker. Here we're adding the 1/3 of a cup of hoisin sauce. I added a little bit extra on accident there, as you saw. About 2 tablespoons of the barbecue sauce. Yeah, I'd say that's about right. 2 tablespoons. Some soy sauce. Again, eyeballing, but I would say about 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. Here we have the sesame oil. I would say about 1/2 tablespoon of sesame oil because it's a very strong flavor, but it's a very crucial one for this recipe. And a ton of garlic powder. That is also a very crucial flavor in this recipe. So if you have fresh garlic, I'm sure that would be much better, but I accidentally tried a TikTok hack on my fresh garlic and I ruined it and had to throw it all away because it just wasn't worth saving. So I'm using powdered garlic here. You're gonna mix all of the ingredients all together. As you can see, I did not drain my juice from cooking my meat, only because it was lean to begin with, and I think that it just adds some extra fluid for the recipe. Now I'm gonna go ahead and check on the broccoli. Once I see that it's cooked and also a little bit browned on the top, it's ready. So I'm gonna pull it out. Please ignore how dirty the bottom of my stove is. You don't notice these things until you're recording yourself. So I'm gonna pull that out. It looks good to me. I'm gonna quickly just add it to the meat while burning my fingers, if I remember correctly. And then you're gonna toss it all together. And that was a super, super simple dinner. Plate it. So I am not a professional plater. I have my fiance John here recording me. So first you're just gonna add your rice that's finished into both of the bowls. As you can see, I'm using the same spatula that I used when cooking my meat. Again, we don't like extra dishes in this house. So you're gonna add as much as you want, then move over and add your bulgogi and broccoli on top. And once you have it all plated, you'll see here that John is going to do a nice pano over our dishes. So again, they're not the prettiest. Again, just easy weeknight dinner. So I hope that you give it a try, and I hope that you enjoy it. And again, let me know down below if you do try it, if you like it, if you know ways to make this recipe better. Again, I am no chef. I just make dinner every night for my household. So yeah, I hope that you give it a try and let me know how it turns out. Thank you again for watching, and have a great week.